What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Naps and Nurture, King Nappy. I want to talk a little bit about the situation with Kobe. I know a lot of people had a chance to weigh in on things and really give their input and their insight as to what Kobe meant, the situation, and how terrible it was. My brother Mont, he was a huge Kobe fan. Loved Kobe Bryant. He idolized him. I would go over to his house some days, and he would just have YouTube up, watching highlights, watching his interviews, watching speeches from him, looking at some of the championship wins and some of the losses too. It was one particular highlight reel that he looked at that was a favorite. Of his. It was the one where it showed kind of like an up and down in his career. It showed, like, I want to say in 2008 when he ended up losing against I want to say it was either Boston. I want to say Boston, if I'm not mistaken. And it showed like maybe 2 years later when he won in 2010. And just showing like the ups and downs and the triumphs and things like that of his career and some of the pivotal moments in his life. And he was just a huge fan of him. And I had never really followed Kobe as close as he did. But I always respected Kobe's work ethic. From what I was able to see, and even from the surface or from outside looking in, Kobe always had an amazing work ethic. Kobe always wanted to work harder than everybody else who was on the court. He wanted to work harder than everybody else on the team. It was just a thing that drove him. He put hard work and dedication and commitment into the craft that he went into. With that spoke volumes to me, to do the same thing in whatever craft that I am in. Whether it be in art, whether it be in content creation, whether it be in YouTube or Twitch, whether it be in social media and marketing myself and putting myself out there, be dedicated to it, be committed to it, and take it serious. Be willing to work harder than the other guys. Be willing to be up late nights when everybody else is asleep. It instilled a mindset in me. What I took from Kobe was sort of the less is more approach. I like the way he approached it. It seemed like it wasn't a whole lot of flair to him so far as like swag or anything like that. He was very straightforward guy, plain and simple. He wasn't doing a whole lot to get attention, trying to be in the spotlight, not a lot of crazy hairstyles or crazy antics. It was mainly just basketball, and he just let the game that he played speak for itself. And I think I admired that the most about him was the fact that he didn't need antics or anything like that to be what he's known for. Kobe had dealt with an unfortunate case back in, I want to say 03 or 04, dealing with the alleged charge that he had to deal with. And there's not a lot of people, athletes, celebrities, actors, anybody that could have something negative like that to that extent hit their name and they live through it or they live past it. Literally, no one really thought or brought it up anymore. It was something that was just, he outworked it. You know what I mean? It was something that he overcame, and not just because he beat the case, but because it was something that just wasn't associated with him. He managed to outwork the bad that was about to be placed on his name. And a lot of people just don't live that down. And sometimes when that happens, that's just it, and there's not much you can really do to get out of that. So Kobe was definitely fortunate in that regard, and it was unfortunate dealing with how Gayle King was approaching the interview with Lisa Leslie. From what I'm understanding, I didn't catch the entire interview. From what I was understanding, Gayle King and the interview she had with Lisa Leslie, it was going pretty well. It was going pretty smooth. It was a straightforward interview, kind of along the lines of, you know, what did Kobe mean and how did he influence you? What was some of the interactions with Kobe? As the interview was nearing its end, that's when Gayle decided to ask her about the alleged rape charge that Kobe had faced back in 2003. Lisa Leslie began to say that, you know, this isn't really his character. This is something that that you would see or expect from Kobe. This is not how he carries himself. I don't know this to be him or true at all. And I agree, just from the way he carried himself on the court, from the way he displayed himself after the case was beaten, from the evidence from against the witness. You know, we can't always just jump to conclusions. Sometimes we gotta go what's there, and what was there was the witness was unstable mentally, lack of evidence physically, and various other reasons why they end up just throwing that case out. Or I forgot how they ended up ruling that case. I want to say it was either dismissed for either the lack of evidence or just the witness, just the validity of the witness was just so in question, from what I remember. But just a remarkable career. And he really showcased how a face of a franchise would look. When you thought Lakers, and even now when I think Lakers, I still see Kobe. Even when you think of Lakers now, you still think number 24. It's a name that just does not go away. Worked his butt off all the time, with injuries, without injuries. He worked through it, and it was just a guy that wanted to win. He wanted it badly, and he would want it more than anybody else on the court, and that's what separated. That's what set him apart. There's just wanting it more, and that's what I take away from him, man. Because whatever you want in life, want it that bad. You want it better than anybody else. Put that work in and make it happen. Overcome your adversities. You know what I mean? Get past your shortcomings, your adversities, and things like that, and work hard. You know, be dedicated. Those are the things that I take away from it. Kobe Bryant's an excellent player, excellent role model for a professional basketball player. A lot of players get in the league and don't become professional ball players. They're just ball players. And he was able to showcase how to be professional. He had his little scuffs and skiffs on the court as well. You can definitely find some Kobe little scuffles and some little quick little fights and, you know, some exchanges. That happens, you know what I mean, to even the best. But him and Tim, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, these guys were really professional ball players and displayed it, you know, constantly. This video is going to be really short, nothing too long. Just wanted to get on here and share my experience and the impact he had on me. I'll be doing a portrait of him pretty soon. So I'll be doing a stream for that, or either I might just do a recorded video for that as well. You guys take it easy, like, comment, subscribe, and share with me, you know, what impact did he have on you? What some things that you took away from the life, legacy, and career of Kobe Bryant? You guys take it easy. Peace. Also, coming soon, I'll be having a little podcast with me and my brother. My brother Rashad, he's going to be here. We may be here, or we may locate to a Starbucks, something like that, a little cafe, and we'll set up the little podcast there, and it's going to be good, man. We're going to talk about a few things. Guys, take it easy. Peace.